In 1963, a father in Tulsa pulled a Swanson TV dinner from the freezer at 5:47 p.m. on a Friday. He peeled back the foil while Bonanza's theme song played on the living room television. The whole meal cost 89 cents. The family ate in silence for 22 minutes and called it the best night of the week. Today, you cannot find most of those brands within 500 miles of any grocery store. Number 17 was the most purchased frozen dinner in America for 11 consecutive years, and the microwave industry made sure you forgot about it. Number 12 involved a gravy technology that food scientists say modern frozen dinners simply cannot replicate. Number 1 was sitting on 60 million American aluminum trays every Friday night between 1961 and 1969. These were not convenience meals. These were Friday nights. Subscribe before we begin. The countdown starts now. Number 25. Morton TV dinners. Your father pulled this from the freezer every Friday without looking at the label. He had been buying Morton since 1955, and he was not stopping in 1963. Morton TV dinners cost 59 cents in 1963. Today, around $4.99. The classic fried chicken dinner included chicken, mashed potatoes, green peas, and a small brownie in the corner compartment. Total then, under 60 cents. Today, under $5. You set the oven to 425. You slide the aluminum tray in, still frozen. You wait 25 minutes. You peel back the foil from the chicken only. You carry it to the living room on the tray itself. The chicken skin goes pale gold. The potatoes steam. The brownie melts dark in the corner. Morton Frozen Foods was founded in Chicago in 1954. By 1963, it was the second largest TV dinner brand in America, behind only Swanson, selling 40 million trays annually across the Midwest and South. For a working father in Tulsa in 1963, Morton on a Friday meant nobody had to cook, and Bonanza started in 11 minutes. If this brought back a Friday night you had forgotten, subscribe. There are 24 more lists exactly like this one waiting for you. Number 24. Swanson TV dinners. The one that started everything. The brand that invented the entire category. The aluminum tray that changed Friday night in America forever, starting in 1953. Swanson TV dinners cost 98 cents in 1963. Today, around $5.49. The turkey dinner included sliced turkey and gravy, cornbread dressing, sweet potatoes, and buttered peas. Total then under $1. Today, under $6. You preheat the oven to 425. You place the tray directly on the oven rack, still frozen. You bake exactly 25 minutes. You pull it out with a dish towel because the aluminum gets hot enough to brand a finger. You carry it to the TV tray table already set up in the living room. The turkey gravy bubbles dark at the edges. The dressing goes crisp on top. The sweet potatoes turn orange and soft. Swanson introduced the first commercial TV dinner in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in September 1953, after Jerry Thomas designed the aluminum tray modeled on airline meal trays. By 1963, Swanson sold over 80 million TV dinners annually. This tray fed an entire generation of American children who ate in front of Bonanza every Friday night for a decade. Number 23. Banquet TV dinners. The affordable one. The brand a working mother bought when Swanson was too expensive, and she needed 5 trays for a family of 5 on a Thursday paycheck. Banquet TV dinners cost 49 cents in 1963. Today, around $3.99. The fried chicken dinner included 2 pieces of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. Total then under 50 cents. Today, under $4. You set the oven to 400. You slide the tray in. You wait 20 minutes. The chicken goes pale gold. The potatoes steam soft. The corn goes bright yellow in its compartment. Banquet Foods was founded in St. Louis, Missouri in 1953 by Albert Capolo. By 1963, it was the most affordable TV dinner brand in America, positioned specifically for large working-class families who needed multiple trays on a single grocery budget. For a mother in St. Louis feeding 5 children on 49 cents per tray in 1963, Banquet was not the budget option. It was the smart option. 5 trays, $2.45. Friday night solved completely. Number 22. Stouffer's Frozen Meals. Stouffer's did not call them TV dinners. They called them frozen entrees. That distinction mattered enormously in 1965 if you were the kind of family that ate in the dining room, even on a Friday night. Stouffer's macaroni and cheese cost 79 cents in 1965. Today, around $3.99. The lasagna cost 89 cents. Today, around $4.49. Single serving, fed 1 adult, 1 full meal. You preheat the oven to 375. You place the red box tray directly on the center rack. You bake 30 minutes. You pull it out and let it sit 2 minutes. Number 21. Hungry Man by Swanson. For the father who looked at the regular Swanson tray and said, it was not enough. For the father who worked 8 hours on a factory floor and needed more than 1 chicken portion on a Friday night in America. Hungry Man TV dinners launched at $1.29 in 1969. Today, around $5.49. The fried chicken version included 2 large chicken pieces, mashed potatoes, corn, and a brownie. 1 full pound of food on a single aluminum tray. You preheat the oven to 425. You slide the large tray in. You wait 30 minutes. You pull it out and peel back the foil from the chicken only. The chicken is hot and pale gold. The potatoes steam. The brownie is warm and dark in the corner. Swanson introduced Hungry Man in 1969, specifically targeting working-class American men who found the standard 9-ounce TV dinner insufficient after physical labor. By 1972, it was the fastest-growing frozen dinner product in America by a significant margin. For a factory worker in Detroit in 1969, $1.29 bought a full pound of Friday night. Number 20. Weight Watchers Frozen Meals. Yes, Weight Watchers had frozen meals in the 1960s. And yes, people ate them in front of the television on Friday nights, while everyone else ate Swanson fried chicken. Weight Watchers frozen meals cost 89 cents in 1968. Today, around $3.49. The Soul Filet dinner included baked fish, a small portion of vegetables, and a fruit dessert. Under 900 calories total. You preheat the oven to 350. You slide the tray in. You bake 25 minutes. You eat it from the tray, while the rest of the family eats fried chicken beside you. The fish is pale and mild. The vegetables are soft. The fruit dessert is cold in its compartment. Weight Watchers International founded its frozen meal division in New York in 1968 under Gene Nidich. By 1970, it was the fastest-growing diet frozen meal brand in America among suburban American women watching their families eat everything else. For a mother watching Bonanza in 1968, while everyone else ate Banquet fried chicken, this tray was willpower compressed into aluminum. Number 19. Patio Mexican TV dinners. The one that made a suburban family in Ohio feel like they had traveled somewhere completely new. The one with the enchilada in the main compartment that nobody in Ohio could quite explain, but everyone kept buying every single Friday. Patio TV dinners cost 69 cents in 1964. Today, around $4.49. The Mexican dinner included a beef enchilada, rice, refried beans, and a small dessert. Total then, under 70 cents. Today, under $5. You preheat the oven to 400. You slide the tray in. You bake 22 minutes. You peel back the foil carefully because the enchilada sauce is hot enough to cause real damage to an unprepared hand. The enchilada goes dark red and slightly crispy at the edges. The rice steams white. The beans go dark and soft. Patio Foods was founded in San Antonio, Texas in 1956 by Elsa Cardenas, making it the first Mexican-inspired frozen dinner brand in America. By 1964, it was selling 30 million trays annually across the Midwest and South. For a family in Columbus, Ohio in 1964, this tray was the most exotic thing that had ever sat on their TV table. Number 18. Swanson Chicken Pot Pie. The pot pie that came in a deep dish instead of a flat tray. The one that took 45 minutes to cook and was worth every single minute of waiting while Bonanza played in the other room. Swanson pot pies cost 35 cents in 1963. Today, around $2.49. The chicken pot pie included a thick pastry crust, chicken pieces, carrots, peas, and cream gravy. Total then under 40 cents. Today, under $3. The crust goes dark gold on top. The filling bubbles up through the steam vent in the center. The kitchen smells like butter and chicken gravy for 45 full minutes. Swanson introduced the pot pie in 1951, 2 full years before the flat TV dinner tray. By 1963, it was outselling the flat tray dinner in 23 American states. For a child watching Bonanza in 1963, the pot pie was better than the flat tray. Everyone knew it. Nobody admitted it. Number 17. Celeste Pizza for one. By 1969, the TV dinner had evolved completely. Celeste brought pizza into the frozen food aisle and changed Friday night for an entire generation of American teenagers who wanted nothing to do with their parents' Swanson trays. Celeste Pizza for one cost 59 cents in 1969. Today, around $3.49. The cheese pizza included a thin crust, tomato sauce, and mozzarella cheese. Total then under 60 cents. Today, under $4.
Number 16. Campbell's Soup and Sandwich Friday. Before the TV dinner dominated, Campbell's built Friday night around soup and a sandwich. Number 16 because it came before everything else on this list and deserves to be remembered for exactly that reason. Campbell's chicken noodle cost 12 cents in 1962. Today, $1.79. A bologna sandwich alongside. Total then under 25 cents. Today, under $3. You heat the soup with 1 can of water. You pour it steaming into a bowl. You carry the bowl and sandwich together to the TV table. The broth goes golden. The noodles float soft. The bologna sandwich sits warm beside it. Campbell's began its Friday night advertising campaign in 1954. By 1962, the Soup and Sandwich Friday was a ritual in 40 million American homes. This was the meal before the TV dinner replaced it. Number 15. Morton Chicken Pot Pie. Morton's Pot Pie won 4 consecutive Good Housekeeping taste tests against Swanson from 1963 through 1966. Nobody remembers. That is the injustice.
Morton chicken pot pie cost 29 cents in 1963. Today, around $2.29. Deep dish pastry crust, chicken, carrots, peas, and white gravy. Total then under 30 cents. You bake at 425 for 40 minutes. The crust goes dark gold. The gravy inside is thick and pale. The peas stay bright green. Morton developed a pressure cooking technique, producing more tender chicken than Swanson's version. 4 Good Housekeeping wins. Forgotten completely after Continental Baking acquired Morton in 1969 and changed the recipe. 29 cents. The best pot pie nobody remembers. Number 14. Banquet Fried Chicken Family Pack. Banquet realized 5 individual trays cost more than 1 family pack. Mothers had already done the math. Banquet Family Pack cost $1.49 in 1967. Today, around $7.99. 8 pieces of frozen fried chicken fed a family of 4. You bake at 400 for 35 minutes. The skin goes pale gold. The meat stays moist inside. The kitchen fills with the smell of chicken fat without a drop of oil being used. By 1969, the family pack outsold individual banquet trays 3 to 1. $1.49. 8 pieces. Bonanza in 20 minutes. Number 12. Omaha Steaks. The premium option. The brand that made a working father feel like he was providing something genuinely special on a Friday night without leaving the house or spending restaurant money. Omaha Steaks frozen filet cost $2.99 in 1965. Today, around $12.99 per portion. You thaw in cold water 20 minutes. You sear in butter in a very hot cast iron skillet 3 minutes per side. You let it rest 2 minutes. The outside goes dark brown. The inside stays pink. The butter smells like a steakhouse. Omaha Steaks was founded in Nebraska in 1917. By 1965, mail-order frozen steak had become a premium Friday tradition in upper working-class homes from Kansas City to Philadelphia. Number 11. Swanson 3-course TV dinner. Swanson introduced a 3-course tray with an appetizer, main course, and dessert in 1965. America was not ready. America was also immediately ready. Swanson 3-course cost $1.29 in 1965. Today, around $6.49. Shrimp cocktail appetizer, sliced turkey with dressing, and a cherry dessert. You bake 25 minutes. You eat the cold shrimp cocktail first while the turkey finishes heating. The shrimp are pink and cold. The turkey goes hot. The cherry dessert bubbles red in the corner. By 1967, this was the most admired TV dinner tray in America. For a family wanting restaurant experience during Bonanza, this tray was the complete answer. Number 10. Stouffer's Macaroni and Cheese. The frozen macaroni that adults bought for themselves on Friday nights when the children had banquet fried chicken. The red box. The real cheese sauce. The meal that tasted better than it had any right to from a freezer. Stouffer's mac and cheese cost 79 cents in 1965. Today, around $3.99. Single serving. 1 adult. 1 Friday. You bake at 375 for 30 minutes. The cheese bubbles orange and thick. The top goes slightly brown. Number 8. Kraft Macaroni and Cheese Deluxe. The upgrade. Real cheese sauce in a foil pouch instead of orange powder. The Friday night meal that felt closer to real food than anything else in a box. Kraft Deluxe cost 39 cents in 1966. Today, around $2.49. Fed 4 children. You boil the macaroni, drain it, squeeze the foil pouch over it, and stir. The sauce is pale orange and glossy. The smell is warm dairy and comfort. Kraft introduced the deluxe version in 1964. By 1967, it outsold the original powder version on Friday nights specifically. 4 children, 40 cents. Bonanza in 8 minutes. Here is what the frozen food industry does not want you to think about. Every TV dinner on this list was designed to be eaten in front of a television. That was the stated purpose, the marketing strategy, the entire point. And here is what they never told you. The families that ate TV dinners together in front of Bonanza every Friday were not abandoning dinner table culture. They were creating a new one. Nobody spoke during the theme song. That was a ritual. That was a family. That was Friday night. The frozen food industry called it convenience. Families called it the best night of the week. Only one of them understood what was actually happening in those living rooms. Number 6. Lipton Onion Soup Pot Roast Friday. The TV dinner for families who considered frozen trays beneath them and still wanted to watch Bonanza without standing at the stove all night long. Lipton Onion Soup Mix cost 29 cents in 1963. Today, $1.99. A chuck roast cost $1.19. Total then under $2. Fed 6 people. You drop the roast in a Dutch oven at 4 p.m. with the soup mix and a cup of water. You cover it. You go watch television. You come back at 7 p.m. The roast has fallen apart. The gravy is dark. The kitchen smells like a Sunday that arrived on a Friday. By 1963, this was the most popular hands-off Friday dinner in American middle-class homes. The TV dinner for people who did not admit to eating TV dinners. Number 5. Bird's Eye Frozen Vegetables. Every family that bought a Swanson tray also bought a box of Bird's Eye to supplement the small compartment peas. The peas in the tray were never enough. They were never enough. Bird's Eye frozen peas cost 25 cents in 1963. Today, around $2.49. Butter and salt. Fed 4 as a side dish. You drop frozen peas in a saucepan with butter and cook 3 minutes. The peas go bright green and coated in butter. Clarence Birdseye invented flash freezing in Gloucester, Massachusetts in 1924. By 1963, Birdseye appeared on 60 million American dinner tables every week, alongside TV dinner trays. The Birdseye peas were always better than the tray compartment peas. This was known. This was accepted. This was Friday. Number 4. Swanson Hungry Man Fried Chicken. 1 full pound of food. The largest TV dinner ever sold in 1960s America. The dinner a father pointed to in the grocery store and said, "That one," as a complete statement of identity. Hungry Man Fried Chicken cost $1.29 in 1969. Today, around $5.49. 2 large chicken pieces, mashed potatoes, corn, and a brownie. 1 pound total. You bake at 425 for 30 minutes. The chicken goes pale gold. Number 3. Morton Beef TV Dinner. Good Housekeeping named this the best frozen beef dinner in America 4 consecutive years, from 1963 through 1967. Morton was acquired in 1969. The recipe changed. Nobody in corporate listened when people said the gravy was never the same again. Morton beef cost 59 cents in 1963. Today, around $4.49. Sliced beef and gravy, mashed potatoes, green beans, and an apple dessert. You bake at 425 for 25 minutes. The beef gravy goes dark and thick. The green beans are olive-colored and tender. 4 Good Housekeeping awards. A better gravy than Swanson. An acquisition that changed everything. A Friday night meal that America forgot completely and should not have. Number 2. Banquet Fried Chicken TV Dinner. The individual tray version before the family pack replaced it. The 49-cent dinner that kept Banquet competitive with Swanson for 11 consecutive years through sheer value and a crust that held up better during the drive home from the grocery store. Banquet fried chicken cost 49 cents in 1963. Today, around $3.99. 2 chicken pieces, mashed potatoes, and corn. You bake at 400 for 20 minutes. The crust goes pale gold. The potatoes steam soft. Banquet's pricing strategy kept it in the freezers of working-class American homes throughout the entire 1960s. 49 cents per tray. 5 trays for $2.45. Every Friday. Every Bonanza episode. Never once out of reach. Number 1. Swanson Turkey TV Dinner. Of course, you already knew. The original. The tray that Jerry Thomas sketched on an airplane napkin in 1953. The dinner that defined watching Bonanza on Friday nights for a decade of American family life. Swanson turkey cost 98 cents in 1963. Today, around $5.49. Sliced turkey and gravy, cornbread dressing, sweet potatoes, and buttered peas. You preheat the oven to 425. You bake exactly 25 minutes. You carry the tray to the TV table without using a plate. You eat directly from the aluminum. The turkey gravy bubbles dark. The dressing goes crisp. The brownie is in the corner. Every American child ate the brownie first. Every single one. This is not speculation. This is American food history. Jerry Thomas designed the tray in 1953 after Swanson found itself with 260 tons of leftover Thanksgiving turkey. The first 10 million trays sold out in 1954. By 1963, Swanson sold 80 million turkey dinners annually. Then the microwave came. Then the drive-thru came. Hot turkey sandwich with gravy. You sat at the counter on a spinning stool. The waitress brought it on a white oval plate without asking what you wanted with it. She already knew. 2 slices of white bread, sliced turkey, brown gravy poured over everything. A scoop of mashed potatoes on the side drowning in the same gravy. A hot turkey sandwich cost 65 cents in 1972. Today, the same plate runs $12 at a diner that calls it nostalgic. The turkey was sliced from a whole bird roasted that morning. The gravy came from the drippings. The bread went soft under the weight of it all. Chicken fried steak with white gravy. The cook pulled it from the fryer and it hit the plate still crackling. White gravy came out of a ladle and covered everything. 2 slices of white bread on the side. A cup of coffee already waiting. A chicken fried steak plate cost 85 cents in 1971. Today, the same plate costs $16, and the gravy comes in a separate ramekin.
Open-faced hot beef sandwich. 1 thick slice of white bread on the bottom. A pile of roast beef carved from the steam table. Brown beef gravy poured over the top until the bread disappeared under it. A sprig of parsley nobody ever ate. An open-faced hot beef sandwich cost 70 cents in 1972. Today, a version of this runs $13 and is described as rustic. The roast beef was slow-cooked overnight. The gravy was made from the drippings in a commercial roasting pan large enough to bathe in. Open-faced hot sandwiches came from British pub food traditions carried to America in the 1800s and became the centerpiece of Midwestern lunch counter menus by 1940. Here is something nobody says out loud. The lunch counter was not just a place to eat. It was the only place in working America where a factory worker sat on the same stool as a bank manager, where a waitress knew your name and your order before you opened your mouth, where a short-order cook behind a steel counter fed 300 people a day and never once got a reservation. That counter was democracy. Real democracy. Not the kind written in documents. The kind practiced on spinning vinyl stools over hot coffee and a plate of eggs. Navy bean soup. It came in the same thick ceramic bowl as the chili. Pale white beans in a broth the color of old ivory. A slice of ham floating in the center. 2 crackers on the side. A bowl of navy bean soup cost 45 cents in 1971.
The United States Senate dining room has served it every day since 1903 and charges considerably more. Pimento cheese sandwich. In the South, it was on every lunch counter menu before you even sat down. In the North, nobody had heard of it. That divide still exists, and it still matters. A pimento cheese sandwich cost 50 cents in 1972. Today, food writers call it the caviar of the South and charge $14 for a version with artisan bread. Hot dog with all the way. In Chicago, it meant yellow mustard, neon green relish, chopped onion, tomato, a pickle spear, sport peppers, and a dash of celery salt. No ketchup. Never ketchup. If you asked for ketchup, the counterman looked at you the way a priest looks at someone who talks during the sermon. A Chicago-style hot dog cost 50 cents in 1973. Today, the same dog at a famous stand on the north side costs $6. Piece of pie. You always ordered it, even when you said you would not order it. The pie sat under a glass dome on the counter, and the waitress cut it with a pie server that left a clean triangle on the plate. A scoop of vanilla ice cream if you asked. Whipped cream from a can if you did not. A slice of pie cost 35 cents in 1972. Apple, cherry, peach, or lemon meringue. For a child sitting beside her father at the counter in 1973, the pie was the reason she agreed to come. She would tell you that herself. Grilled liver sausage sandwich. You either know this sandwich or you do not. If you grew up in the Midwest in the 1960s and 1970s, you know it. If you grew up anywhere else, you have no idea what has been missing from your life. A grilled liver sausage sandwich cost 55 cents in 1972. For a German-American grandfather in Milwaukee in 1973, this sandwich was not a meal. It was an argument that the old world was better than the new one. Find one of these this week. Just one. Look for a Swanson turkey dinner from number 1 in your freezer aisle, or a Stouffer's macaroni from number 10, or a banquet fried chicken from number 2. Most of them still exist in some form. None cost more than $6. Do not eat it standing at the counter. Do not eat it in the car. Set up a TV tray table if you still have one. Put something on the television. Sit down. Eat it from the tray. Let the smell of warm aluminum foil take you somewhere specific. A living room in 1963. A wood grain laminate tray table. A Bonanza theme song before anyone spoke. Eat the brownie first. You have earned it. In the comments, tell me which TV dinner your family bought every Friday. Was it the Swanson turkey from number 1 or the Morton beef from number 3? Tell me if you ate the brownie first. I am reading every one.